Alright, welcome back everyone. Today we're diving into a rather intriguing topic that I like to call the pulse of information and knowledge management. Now, when you hear the word information management, what comes to mind? In today's digital age, it's downright vital, isn't it? We're talking about how we retrieve, generate, and ultimately share knowledge. Super exciting, right?
Yes, it's definitely exciting. So I'm assuming that means we're talking about how information affects different industries. How does that even apply to something like influencer marketing?
Brilliant question. So, let's break it down. Influencer marketing is really a fascinating facet of information management. Picture this. You've got a social media influencer with literally millions of followers. They are curating and sharing information about products or lifestyles, essentially acting as a bridge between brands and the public. It's like they hold a water cooler where everyone gathers for the latest trends.
Right. So it's like they're in charge of all this information sharing? But I'm just trying to wrap my head around, how can a small brand actually connect to these influencers? Is there a systematic way to do it?
Absolutely, there's a whole methodology to it. Think of it as a matchmaking service brands looking for influencers who align with their mission. It's strategic innovation at its finest. You've got to research your potential influencers, gauge their engagement rates, and then slide into those DMs, so to speak.
Oh haha, sliding into DMs, that's like modern day love, isn't it? But what's stopping a big brand from just picking any influencer? Is there a risk involved?
Great point. It's not just about the number of followers, it's about credibility and trust. Picture it this way. Imagine a big movie star endorsing a product that's, say, completely unrelated to their brand. It would feel disingenuous, right? The audience picks up on that. So recommendations from influencers should feel authentic.
Authenticity. Yeah, that's really the key, isn't it? So, how does all this connect back to something like knowledge generation in sectors like, let's say, the garment industry in Bangladesh?
Oh, it's all tied in beautifully. In the garment industry, knowledge generation is about understanding market requirements through effective information management. When workers are trained in English proficiency, it opens up pathways to communicate better globally, potentially increasing exports. Just think of it as an empowered workforce.
Wow, empowered workforce. I love that. But say they do get that training, what happens if a new trend emerges? Can they quickly adjust, or is it just too rigid?
Excellent question. It really comes down to the agility of the organization. Companies that implement good information management systems can adapt swiftly. For example, if a new trend in eco-friendly fabrics emerges, those with robust knowledge networks can pivot their production processes, keeping them ahead of competitors.
Wow, that's so interesting. So it's like they need to have their finger on the pulse, right? But I guess there must be tech involved. Do they use any specific software to manage all this info?
Absolutely. It's like stepping into the future. They might use digital repositories to store and share information. Imagine a library but in the cloud, accessible wherever you are. That's where stuff like software comes in, which aids in retrieving data and streamlining processes.
Oh, I see. So everything gets stored somewhere and then people can access it like accessing Netflix. But what about the crops in Ethiopia you mentioned earlier? Do they need to manage information too?
Spot on. Smallholder crop production in Ethiopia is hugely reliant on knowledge management. Farmers who know how to access market prices and weather forecasts are better equipped to make informed decisions. It's like giving them a map in what would otherwise be a labyrinth.
Haha, a map in a labyrinth. I love that analogy. But speaking of maps, does any of this tie back to Creative Commons? I've heard about it, but what does it actually do for people?
The Creative Commons. It's all about sharing without fear, empowering creators to allow others to use their work while maintaining rights. In knowledge management, it's like open sourcing information, an invaluable resource for anyone looking to innovate and share insights. Think of it as a communal library on steroids, where everyone adds their own books.
Haha, a communal library on steroids. That's amazing. I feel like this whole topic is like a massive web of interconnected ideas, isn't it?
Exactly. It's a rich tapestry of information, knowledge, and collaboration, one that shapes how industries evolve. And we're just scratching the surface.
Wow, I'm totally blown away. I feel like I've got so many more questions. Right. I guess we'll have to dive in again next time, eh?
Absolutely, and trust me, there's so much more to explore.